The tourism sector of Greece has a rich history that traces back to ancient times. The country's tourism industry began to flourish in the 1960s and 1970s, a period known as mass tourism. During this time, the nation welcomed the massive numbers of tourists from Europe and North America. Over the years, Greece has become a major tourist destination, attracting millions of visitors from around the world. In fact, the history of tourism in Greece is as old as its civilization. The ancient Greeks were known for their love of travel and exploration, and this spirit continues to be reflected in the country's vibrant tourism industry today. Believe it or not, despite global challenges such as economic crisis and the COVID-19 pandemic, Greece's tourism industry has shown strong resilience. After 2 years of lockdowns due to the COVID-19 pandemic, tourism in Greece made a strong comeback in 2022, with officials claiming that tourism revenues reached 90% of their pre-pandemic level. But here's what's truly fascinating. 2023, the Greek tourism sector boosted the country's economy by $28.5 billion, accounting for 13% of GDP. But this is just the beginning. Watch this video until the end to learn about Greece's secret plan to boost its tourism sector even further, which will possibly generate trillions in the coming years. You see, tourism accounts for 18% of Greece's GDP and employs more than 900,000 people, accounting for 1/5 of the workforce. The sector directly employed 381,800 people in 2018, accounting for 10% of total employment in the country. But wait, there's more. Greece welcomed over 32.74 million tourists in 2023. The total contribution of travel and tourism to GDP in Greece was around $38 billion in 2022. The sector generated $23.9 billion in 2022, representing 11.6% of GDP. These figures underscore the significant economic impact of tourism in Greece. Here's the thing. Greece is home to a wealth of historical sites and natural beauty. Some of the most popular destinations include Athens, the capital city, which has undergone incredible transformation to enhance its appeal to tourists. The redevelopment of areas like the old gasworks plant in the Gazi Technopolis Cultural Center, along with the enhancement of the Acropolis Museum, has attracted more culturally inclined tourists. In 2022, Athens saw a 15% increase in cultural tourism, contributing significantly to local businesses and the economy. But that's not all. Crete, Greece's largest island, has diversified its tourism offerings to include agro-tourism, adventure tourism, and wellness tourism. Furthermore, the development of hiking trails and eco-friendly resorts has appealed to adventure and eco-tourists. These efforts have resulted in a 25% increase in the tourist arrivals to Crete in 2023, showcasing the potential of diversified tourism strategies. And as you see later, the Southern Aegean region attracted the highest number of travelers in 2022. These destinations offer a unique blend of history, culture, and natural beauty, making them a magnet for tourists from around the world. In reality, tourism in Greece shows strong seasonality, with 80.2% of arrivals occurring from March to May and from June to August every year. The weather in Greece is warm enough for swimmers from mid-May through September, and in the south, even to mid-October. This makes Greece an ideal destination for summer vacations, which begs the question, what makes up the drivers of Greece's tourism boom? You see, Greece has heavily invested in upgrading its tourist infrastructure to accommodate the growing influx of visitors. Recent projects include the expansion of airports in key tourist regions such as Athens, Thessaloniki, and Crete. The Greek government has also allocated $25 billion for improving roads, ports, and other critical infrastructure, facilitating easier access to remote and emerging destinations. But that's not the only fascinating part about it. Marketing campaigns and policy reforms platforms have played a huge part as well. Let me explain. The Greek National Tourism Organization has launched aggressive marketing campaigns to promote Greece as a year-round destination. Policy reforms, such as simplifying visa processes for non-EU tourists and offering incentives for foreign investments in tourism, have further boosted the sector. In 2023, these efforts contributed to a 15% increase in tourist arrivals from non-EU countries. But here's what's truly interesting. The digital transformation of the tourist sector in Greece has played a pivotal role in its recent success. Advanced booking systems, virtual reality tours and historical sites, and AI-driven personalized travel recommendations have enhanced the tourist experience. Online platforms like Vista Greece integrated AI chatbots to assist tourists 24/7, providing information on accommodations, activities, and travel tips. These innovations have significantly improved service delivery, customer satisfaction, and operational efficiency. Social media, too, has been a game changer for Greek tourism. Platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok have amplified Greece's visibility, with influencers and travelers sharing breathtaking images and experiences. The Visit Greece hashtag has garnered over 20 million posts, showcasing everything from Santorini's sunsets to Crete's ancient ruins. This marketing has drawn millions of tourists, particularly millennials and Gen Z travelers seeking unique and Instagram-worthy destinations. But what makes Greece so accessible from all parts of the world? The expansion of direct international flights has made Greece more reachable than ever. Major airlines have increased the number of direct flights to Greek cities from North America, Asia, and the Middle East. For instance, Delta Airlines now offers direct flights from New York to Athens year-round, while Qatar Airways has added direct flights from Doha to Mykonos. These additions have contributed to a 25% increase in international arrivals over the past 3 years. Internally, Greece has focused on enhancing connectivity between islands and mainland regions. The introduction of high-speed ferries, new bus routes, and improved rail services has made it easier for tourists to explore the diverse landscape of Greece. The completion of the Thessaloniki Metro, expected in 2024, will further improve urban mobility, making it easier for visitors to navigate the city and its destinations. Now, turns out that the global travel landscape has been reshaped by the COVID-19 pandemic. With a significant increase in travelers seeking safe, open-air destinations, Greece, with its extensive coastline and outdoor attractions, has benefited immensely from this trend. The country saw a 30% increase in bookings for island destinations in 2023 compared to pre-pandemic levels, driven by travelers prioritizing health and safety. And if that's not all, modern travelers are increasingly interested in cultural and experiential travel, seeking immersive experiences rather than traditional sightseeing. Greece has capitalized on this trend by promoting its rich cultural heritage and unique experiences. From participating in olive oil production in Crete to exploring ancient ruins with local archaeologists, tourists are offered a deep dive into Greek culture. This shift has not only attracted more tourists, but also increased their average spending, as visitors are willing to pay a premium for authentic experiences. But what's the true projected growth rate for Greece's tourism sector? The truth is that Greece's tourism sector is poised for remarkable growth. In fact, short-term projections indicate a steady annual increase of 7 to 10% in tourist arrivals over the next 5 years. By 2028, the country is expected to welcome over 40 million tourists annually. Long-term projections are even more optimistic, with potential tourist numbers reaching 50 million by 2035. This growth is projected to boost tourist revenues to 50 billion annually by 2030. But wait, there's more. Tourism revenue in Greece is diverse, coming from various sectors including accommodation, food and beverage, transportation, and entertainment. Accommodation remains the largest revenue generator, accounting for 40% of total tourism income. Food and beverage services contribute around 25%, while transportation and entertainment make up 20% and 15% respectively. Emerging sectors like wellness tourism and adventure tourism are also expected to contribute significantly for future revenue growth. Here's Here's the thing. Several sectors within the tourism industry present lucrative investment opportunities for Greece's tourism sector. The hospitality sector is undergoing significant expansion, with numerous luxury hotels and resorts being developed across the country. Notable projects include the $8 billion Hellinikon project in Athens, which aims to transfer the old airport site into a world-class tourism and business hub. And if you think that's interesting, wait until you hear this next part. In addition to traditional tourism investments, Greece is also focusing on sustainable tourism, investments in eco-friendly resorts, green energy for hotels, and sustainable tourism practices are on the rise. For instance, several hotels in Greece have adopted solar power and energy-efficient systems, reducing their environmental footprint. The government has introduced incentives for eco-tourism projects, which are expected to attract substantial foreign investment. But as it turns out, Greece faces stiff competition from other Mediterranean and European destinations like Italy, Spain, and Croatia. These countries offer similar attractions, including beautiful coastlines, rich history, and vibrant cultures. For instance, Spain's Balearic Islands and Italy's Amalfi Coast are popular alternatives for Mediterranean holidays, drawing tourists with competitive pricing and marketing strategies. To stay truly competitive, Greece is diversifying its tourism offerings beyond the summer season, promoting winter tourism in regions like Epirus and Thessaly. Additionally, Greece is investing in niche tourism sectors such as medical, wellness, and agro-tourism. By enhancing the overall tourist experience and emphasizing its unique cultural and historical heritage, Greece aims to differentiate itself from competitors and attract more visitors. But as you'll later find out, while tourism brings economic benefits, it also causes problems for local residents. Now, you might be wondering, despite its economic benefits, how does Greece's burgeoning tourism industry pose threats to its delicate ecosystem? You see, popular destinations such as Santorini, Mykonos, and Zakynthos face environmental degradation due to over-tourism. For instance, Santorini, which is known for its breathtaking sunsets and whitewashed buildings, faced significant challenges due to over-tourism. Believe it or not, in 2019, the island received over 2 million visitors, causing strain on its infrastructure and the environment. In response, local authorities implemented several sustainable practices, such as limiting the number of cruise ships and promoting off-peak season travel. By 2023, these measures had successfully reduced peak season congestion by 20% and increased tourist satisfaction. The island's move towards eco-friendly tourism, including the promotion of electric vehicles and renewable energy, serves as a model for other destinations. In response to these challenges, Greece has implemented several sustainable tourism initiatives. Let me explain. The Greek Ministry of Tourism has launched the Green Tourism Program, which encourages eco-friendly practices among businesses. Hotels and resorts are adopting sustainable practices, such as using renewable energy. Notably, the island of Tilos has become a model for sustainability, being the first in the Mediterranean to run entirely on renewable energy. But it doesn't stop there. The Greek Ministry of Culture oversees numerous initiatives to protect and restore historical sites. Projects include the ongoing restoration of the Acropolis and the conservation of ancient ruins in Delphi and Olympia. These efforts are supported by tourism revenue and international partnerships, ensuring that Greece's historical treasures remain intact. And if that's not enough, Greece is home to 18 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, including the Acropolis of Athens, the medieval city of Rhodes, and the archaeological site of Mycenae. These sites play a crucial role in attracting tourists and highlighting Greece's historical significance. UNESCO designation not only enhances the site's visibility, but also ensures access to funding and expertise for their preservation. The promotion of these sites is integral to Greece's tourism strategy, drawing visitors interested in cultural and historical exploration. But what does the future of Greece's tourism sector truly look like? Here's the thing. Greece's tourism industry has demonstrated remarkable resilience and growth potential. Key drivers include government policies, technological advances, improved connectivity, and global travel trends. What's more, while the industry faces challenges such as environmental concerns, economic and political risks, and competition, strategic initiatives have positioned Greece to capitalize on its strengths. So, what does the future look like for Greece's tourism sector? The truth is, the future of Greece's tourism industry is promising. promising, with projections indicating robust growth, short-term annual increases of 7 to 10% in tourist arrivals, and long-term potential reaching 50 million tourists by 2035 highlight the sector's massive potential. In reality, achieving the projected $1 trillion mark in tourism revenue will require sustained efforts in infrastructure development, sustainable practices, and diversified tourism offerings. And Greece has already laid out the plan. Whether the nation will achieve the $1 trillion mark before 2050, only time will tell. Let us know what you think in the comments section, and if you found this video valuable, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.